Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we discussed about the chapter square and square roots, and in that class we discussed all the important questions related to that topic. Okay, now in today's class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is cube and cube roots. Okay dear students, now first of all we are going to clear about the concept cube, and then we discuss about the cube roots. You know that very well, the cube means what? Power of 3. Suppose that if we say that find the cube of 2, it means that, dear student, cube means the power of that number is 3, power of 3. If we write tell that find the cube of 2, it means that 2 to the power 3, and its answer is 2 into 2 into 2. We write 2 into 3 times, na? 2 to the power 3, so we can write 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so we get what? 2 to the 4 to the 8. So 8 is the cube of 2, but the cube root of 8 is what? 2. The cube root of 8 is what? 2. And what is the symbol to represent the cube root? Dear student, the cube root of any number can be written as in this way. Here we write 3. This is the notation of cube root of 8. Cube roots here, this is we write 3. This is the power, and in this we also write in this way 1 upon 3. This is the notation of cube roots. Okay, listen. So in this way, this is the concept of cube root, cube and cube root. Similarly, if we tell them we write the cube of 3, it means that 3 to the power 3, and we can write 3 in 3 times. Okay, now 3 is the 9, 3 is the 27. So 27 is the cube of what? 3. 27 is the cube of 3, and the cube root of 27 means cube root of 27 is what? 3. So this is the concept of cube and cube roots. Okay, now let's see some other important question based on that topic. Dear students, we finding the cube roots, perfect cube, which are the suppose that if we check that which of the given number is not a perfect cube, then first of all we do their prime factorizations in checking the given number is a perfect cube or not. So first of all, in that type of question, we do their prime factorization. Okay, after that we observe that we grouping all the factors in triplets form. Okay, by grouping the factor of triplets, factors of triplets form of. Okay, so after that we forming the group, we grouping the all factors in triplets of group of equal factor. If all that numbers are in triplets form, then we can say that that number is to be a perfect cube. Otherwise, that number is not a perfect cube. So this is the whole process to solving that type of questions. Now we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on this topic. And your question is, which of the following number, your first question is which of the following numbers which of the following numbers are not perfect cube? Are not perfect cubes. And your first part of this question is what? 216. Second one, 128. Third one, 1000. And fourth one, 46656. This is the question here. Okay, and we find that what we says that we tell that which of the following numbers are not perfect cube. Listen, for finding the given number, not a perfect cube, first of all we do their prime factorization. We do their what? Prime factorizations. Okay, different. Now let's see what is the process to solve that type of question. First of all, we take first part of this question, which is what? 216. This is the given number. So what I do? So we do their prime factorization. Let's see. Let's see. 2 by 2, 2 1 the 2, 0, 2 8 the 16. Again by 2, 2 5 the 10, 2 4 the 8. Now again by 2, 2 2 the 4, 2 7 the 14. Now 3, 3 9 the, 3 3 the, and 3 1 the. Okay. So we do their prime factorizations. Now we get what? 216 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now what we observe that here? We observe that here by grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. Now we can grouping the factors in we can grouping the factors in we can grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. Okay, triplets of equal factor. Okay, dear student, we observe that here. Let's say 2 take 3 times here, and 3 is also 3 times. So dear student, we write as in this way कि we can grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. Thus 216 is a perfect cube. Okay, if any number is grouping the triplets of equal factors, if any number is to be grouping the factors in triplets of equal factor, then it is a perfect cube. Otherwise, if any number cannot be grouping the factors of grouping the factors in triplet of equal factor, then that number is not a perfect square. But here we can grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. So 216 is a perfect cube. So for solving that type of question, you mention that concept. Okay, now we take and solve. Similarly, we take and solve the second part of this question, which is what? 128. Now we also do their prime factorization. Let's see. 2 6 the 12, 2 4 the 8. 2 3 the 3. Okay. Now we can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now what I observe here, let's see. Here this is the grouping of triplets and equal factors. Now 2 is left. Here we observe that this one here we observe that we cannot grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. So 128 is not a perfect cube. It is not a perfect cube. Okay, so this is the reason why 128 is not a perfect cube. Because of here, we observe that here we cannot grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. Because of here, let's see, this is the triplets of equal factor, triplets of 2. This is also the triplet. Now 2 is left. Okay, that 2 is only one times. So we observe that when now we cannot grouping the factors. Grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. So 128 is not a perfect cube. This is the reason behind that. So please, dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that way. Now we take and solve next part of that question. Now we take the last part of that question, which is about 4 6 6 6 5 6. Okay, now first of all we do their prime factorization. 4 6 5 6. Now by 2 to the 4, 2 to the 3, 2 to the 2 to the 4, 2 to the 16. Again by 2 to the 2, 2 to the 2, 3 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Now again by 2, 2 5 the what? 5 to 5 the 10. Carry 1, 2 8 the 16, 2 to the 6, 2 to the 4. Again by 2, 2 to the 4. Again by 2, 2 1 the 2, 2 4 the 8. Now again by 2. Okay. Now what I do? Now by 3 na? By 3. 3 1 the 3, 3 2 the 6. Now again by 3. Okay. Now 81. Now let's see again by 3. 6. Now 3 9 the 3 3 the 3 1 the. Now we can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 into 3. How many times? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now we observe. Now we found the triplets. So that is, in this way we can say that we can grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. Okay, we can grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. So we can say that that number, the 4 6 6 6 5 6 is a perfect square. So in this way, dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Now we can solve some other important type of question based on that topic. Let's see. we take some other important question, and your question is find the smallest number find the smallest number by which each of the following by which each of find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers each of the following numbers must be divided to obtain a perfect cube. To obtain a perfect cube. Okay, and the first part of the question is what? 81. Second one 128. Third one 135. Next 192. Fourth, the fifth 704. This is the question here. Okay, dear students. So for that question, what I do? Let's see. Dear student, here we find the smallest number by which of the following numbers must be divided to obtain the perfect cube. Dear student, for a perfect cube, you know that just I discussed about that. For a perfect cube, the first of all we do the prime factorization of the given number. After that, if that number is the factors of is the grouping the factors in triplet, grouping the factor in triplets of equal factor, then it is a form of a perfect cube. So first of all we do their prime factorization. Let's see. So first of all we take and solve the first part of this question, which is what? 81. So what I do? We do their prime factorization. 3 2s are 5, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So here we can write 81 as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So what we observe that what here grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors, we observe that only one triplet is formed and that 3 is left. So for a perfect cube we must be divide. For a perfect cube, for finding the perfect cube, we must be divide by 3. After that, the left number is the grouping of factors in triplets. So that number is in a perfect cube, form of the perfect cube. So if we observe that thus it is clear that here thus it is clear that we must be divide by 3 so that a given number is a perfect cube. Okay, Richard? So this is the condition for the given number is a perfect cube. Okay, so similarly you can solve each and every question of your NCERT. Now we take and solve the next part of this question. Let's see. Now we take the second part, which is 128. Now we do their prime factorization. Now by 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 4 are 8. Now again by 2, 2 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4, 16, 8, 4, 2 2 are. So in this way we do their prime factorization. Thus we can write 128 as 7. Okay, dear students, so we can write 128 in that way. Okay, we do their prime factorization. Now what we observe that, dear student, here, now here we observe that, let's see, now we grouping the factors in triplets of equal factors. So we, after that, let's see, here 2, that is the grouping of factors in triplets form. Now that is also the grouping of factors in triplets of equal factors, but that 2 is left, 1 2 is extra na. So what I do, for what number we must be multiplied to the operand number is a perfect cube. So here 2 is left, so 2 is left. So after dividing by 2, then after dividing by 2, the required number is a perfect cube. Now thus it is clear that on dividing by 2, so that the required number is a perfect cube. Okay, listen. So this is the conditions for that question. So please listen to more and more practices of that type of question. After that, you can solve each and every part of that type of question. Now similarly, we take and solve the third and fourth part of that question. Let's see. Now we take and solve the fourth part of this question, which is 192. Okay, now what I do, we just do their prime factorization. Let's see. So by 2 na, by 2 we get what? Let's see, this is 2 9s are, okay, again by 2, again by 2, 6 3. Okay, now what I get, let's see, we can write 192 in the form of what? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 into 3. So we can write we do their prime factorization. Now why we observe that here 2 is the grouping of factors in triplets of equal factor na. Let's see, here 2 is a grouping of factors in triplets of equal factor, but 3 is left here, so the given number is not a perfect cube when we with 3, because of here 2 is a grouping of factors in triplets of equal factors, but 3 is left na, 3 is left here. So for the cube we must be divided by 3, so the required number is a perfect cube. It is clear that thus it is clear that 2 is factors of triplets. 2 is a factors of triplets of equal factors, but 3 is not. So we must be divide the given number by 3. So the required number is a perfect cube. This is the required solution. Okay, so in this way, this is the method to solve that type of question. Okay, so first of all, this is initial state. You do their prime factorization. After that, you can solve each and every part of that question. Now similarly, this one we take and solve next part of that question. Let's see here, which is 704. This is the 704 now. Now what I do for that question, we solve that question same as that question, means we do their prime factorization. Let's see, 704, let's see, by 2, 2 3 is the 6, now again by 2, 2 1 the 2, okay, 2 1 the 2, dear friends. Now again by 2, 2 8 the 16, 2 8 the 16, now again by 2, 44, now again by 2, 22, now again by 2, this is 11, okay, now by 11, this is 1. Now thus in this way we can find the prime factorization of 704 as 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 3 4 5 6 into 11. Now what I get, dear friends, let's see here, we observe that, let's see here 2, here dear friend, here 2 is 2 can be grouped, 2 can be grouped of triplets, can be grouped of the factors of triplets. 2 can be grouped as factors of triplets of equal factors, है ना, equal factor. Let's see now, here 2 can be grouped as a factor of triplets of equal factors, but 11 is not, so that thus we must be divide by is that smallest number 11. We must be divided by 11 so that the required number is a perfect cube. Okay, students. So in this way we clear the concept of some important questions based on cube and cube root. So please dear students, first of all you do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic, means cube and cube roots. Now in next class we take and solve some other important questions based on cube and cube roots of your NCERT exercise. So first of all you do there more and more practices of that type of questions. Okay dear students, now thanks to all.